And you greetings, hello and welcome back to more lore of the Chosen. We're taking on a light mission, as the game likes to call it, which has 13 to 15 enemies.
This is Avenger. The
In the
access point we're
subway.
after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
So the hope here is that we can make excessive use of our immolator and other Geneva abilities to make the enemies, eat fresh fire. That's the idea here. Yep, indeed.
Let's look over there. I have a subject in view, right here.
Alright, group of 3 to the right. Interesting. Okay. We've got 8 turns to get through all of this. Might actually just use dedication here in order to get closer to them. Just for the off chance that they walk this direction and I can open up with a trench gun.
Move.
That would actually be the best way to open this whole thing. Yeah, let's do it right from the get-go. No time to waste. Jet in as close as possible there.
I hope you got a plan.
You in there, bring you in there.
Yeah.
Right, then move in this direction. I like how this guy is moving all the way around. Does not care about the 8-tile rule. He has things to do, places to be. Alright, but I'd say that dedication probably turned out to be quite helpful. I'm not gonna hit the sentry, but it's a 5 HP sentry. Okay, once we do this, we no longer have concealment. So let's take one last look around this corner here.
About damn time.
Don't see anything else. Ah, let's get the show on the road.
Better get ready.
Oh, did you graze that dude for like 2 damage there? Also, what do you think you're doing there? Oh, I can actually burial blades. You thought this was completely pointless taking this ability.
What did you expect?
I will survey this area.
How much of a trap is this? Okay, no trap at all. I'm gonna take the rip junk. Just to avoid making shooting sounds over here. So these things do not count as do not give line of sight to the other side, so I'm actually thinking it might just...
Let's migrate over there.
Might just immediately go in here.
Go!
You're gonna have to wait there.
Good to go.
Let's wait behind the door. It's like this awkward balance of I need to move forward. I'm running out of time already. And I don't want to get killed. Okay, that's okay. That is totally okay. Ideally, we want to get a shot on the mech from squad side. So where I'm currently standing, I have squad side. From here, I have direct side, which is not great. This works. That kills the mech. It does not. 1 HP, huh? Okay, the other guy is here in cover. I don't think, even if I go here, I don't think I can get a suppression in on him. But maybe we can throw a little bit of fire. As he's burning, he's controlled.
Let's move to this sector.
We wanna throw out an evac.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Subject deceased.
I think this is all fine. And jet in there. And I actually think you gotta... I just don't want to trigger anything else here through some weird line of sight. So we might just come all the way around here. Yeah. Over there. I knew you wouldn't be really pulling your weight with that hunting shotgun, but... expected a little bit more.
It's getting a little ugly around here.
Is there a third drone there? These are actually still one shots for the shotgun. Even this with these drones, I think there was a third drone over there, which would put us at 8 enemies. There's still a bunch remaining now.
It was only a matter of time, really. Yep, just like old times. This jerk is asking for it.
Alright, I've got 100% shot on each one of you. Now, the problem is what I do. That center mass? Because they are. So I have 1 armor pierce and 5 base damage. So if I roll minimum, that's not a kill. Can't guaranteed kill this drone though. with a shotgun shot. Let's just see.
Absolutely.
You can take care of this one inside here.
Not much of a hit.
Was not much of a hit, I would say. HP, huh? You only get one shot. And those shots are not the most accurate ones.
Zip line over there.
Alright, so I think we're just gonna acid grenade this. Loot destroyed, obviously. The one drone that has loot out of 3 drones.
Don't stand in front of that end, kid.
Four turns to network shutdown.
Yes. I'm here.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Sure thing. Good.
Think we take this one turn here to regroup, recuperate, reload.
I will survey that area. Magazine here.
And then we need to push hard next turn. We need to manually help from there, right? So that's we don't have all day.
Shocking all.
All set.
Let's just get in there.
I'm a bad, bad man.
Only 2. Abjurer Adapt is probably the first Abjurer that has the Soul Mania, so free psionic attack. If we get close, so while I would like to, you know, slice him in the face, that's a really bad idea. But we can still shoot him in the face from the flank. And today you get 2 shots for the price of 1. Oh, never mind.
I need a barrel mod.
Ooh, Frost Viper, are you telling me you also don't like... No, you don't have any thing that will damage me if I come for you. Alright, so what do we do about that Abjurer though? I have ideas. Alright, let's first of all do this.
Just don't sit right with me.
Yeah, sure.
Seven is probably still a little bit too much to use Burrow Blade again. Yeah. I think we're doing a little bit of another incendiary grenade here. It will die from the fire, but I wanna take this opportunity to come up to you, give me
Something.
my personal hunter recommendation.
That's how it's done.
Then I can not quite get the flank on this guy, so that was kind of... Hang on a second. Hold on a second. Not so fast.
So, get out there and fight.
That's what teamwork is for.
Heading out.
So the question is, where do I want to stand? This would give me the most cover in that direction, but also gives me a little bit more line of sight here. Could activate in our group. Then we have these positions, depending on if we expect something to activate in there or back here.
On
I
my
think I'm
way.
going for this spot.
This might be useful. Only the best.
Enter.
Get ready.
Reinforcements incoming, but we need to hack this next turn. So I kind of even think we might need to find where the next group is and fight them.
Commander.
Or control them at least. Not here.
Fine by me.
Okay, 4 enemies active.
World of pain.
There's only one way to deal with these guys, I think. That would be probably a rocket launch. First of all, let's check what I can reach here with the rocket. Now, I do have a teamwork to make it more accurate after I move. Man, those getting to a spot where I can be teamworked, and then at the same time still be useful. It's gonna be rough. You have to grapple all the way over there. Come in here and take care of the Harrier.
Exploring here.
Okay, that might change things a little bit.
Examining that area.
So Jet will not be able to really contribute here, unless maybe I can get a lucky stun gun off of the running gun. Not unlikely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'll take my chances here with a snapshot on the sorcerer.
Hey, we've got loot here. By the numbers.
Okay. Suddenly, things are looking very different. Maybe just kill them both.
Okay.
Move somewhere where Boomer sees you. Yes.
About damn time.
So we can just teamwork here. And then flash again. Alternatively, I'm untouchable, you're untouchable. Unless the trooper decides to come all the way here and shoot Boomer. No, let's just kill the guy. Let's just kill the guy.
Collect these. There is gonna be hell. I like it better dead. Oh, love it.
I'll move you to a little bit more of a central position here.
Sure.
To help with the reinforcements. Or pick up the loot. Okay.
Look who it is. Now this ought to be fun.
Need to hack this time.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Vanish 1-5, they're about to disconnect the transmitter. This is your last chance. That's gotta be, if there's not time for loot, then what is there time for? Okay, so I know that these two jerks are on these two spots. Can I get them with a trench gun? And if so, which tile do we have to move to?
You'll only die tired.
Needs to be a tile where we flank them both, and where we're not too far away from them. I think this would work for sure. It's fairly away from this guy. So I think I'm just gonna try here.
Finally.
Shit. Okay, so before we make our choice who we shoot. Who is that? Who are you seeing there? The Lancer. I kinda want you to see the Pathfinder. Guess it's not happening. Well, we see the Pathfinder from here.
Not a problem. That's right. They die like everything else.
You were saying?
Killed one myself. I need ammo.
Let's grab that.
Hear no magic word.
So close.
We've confirmed successful acquisition of the Advent files. Eliminate any remaining hostiles in the area.
Everyone in the helicopter!
These jerks are in for a world of pain. I hope you got a plan.
Trump cannot make it out this time.
Location confirmed. I'll be there. I'm ready.
We're just gonna wait with everybody else then.
Ammo here.
Just to make sure that if something drops in on Overwatch, we have some people who can deal with this. Okay, nothing Overwatches out of these guys, so we can just walk it out.
I'm being flanked. Sure thing.
Also, I can correct the evac formation. That's more symmetrical.
Adios.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
It's fun. Slightly higher enemy count makes for some interesting decisions. And surprisingly, it was actually smoother than the other missions we had
All Advent
the other day.
therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades. Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of dissident activity have been dismissed as radical propaganda.
End the Elder's false vision. That is the purpose of all skirmishers. Until it is done, there can be no other path for us.
Right, we skipped Staff Sergeant. Now on Tech Sergeant, we can actually pick something up. Lock and load. Which is not a crucial thing, right? We can still always reload. We usually find time to reload, but it really helps. So let's grab that. I also want to get full throttle at some point, but I don't want to spend too many XCOM AP just yet. Alright, on our Shredder... Oh, I didn't show the other skills again. I'm so you know, not getting used to things. We have three choices. Shotgun Finesse. If we use a shotgun, which you always do with a Shredder, I'm not even sure you can equip something else. 10% more crit chance, free mobility. Which, given our mobility is already fairly high baseline, that's gonna make us zip across the battlefield. We also have Hail of Bullets, which is surprisingly helpful for a shotgun person, and to be able to contribute in those situations where it's too early or too risky to go in. And then there's Blade Artist, special melee skills to increase damage. Now it doesn't mention what a special melee skill is. I assume something like... It has a non-trivial cooldown, focus, health, or charge cost. Acid Fang. Okay. Do I have any? Yeah, so Acid Fang and probably, I guess, once we get here, Sweeping Spin. Which looks, you know, I see that icon of that ability and I'm like, I kind of want to test that at some point. Which then would really make Blade Artist interesting to increase the damage of that, but how often are you going to be able to actually get that? Now it says it's a 4-meter radius, right? But I'm not sure if a tile is considered a meter or if it's 1.5 meters actually. I really wish, like, just use tiles instead of any kind of units. Yeah. Anyway, I think shotgun finesse. All right. So, right, for the skirmisher, the other options were the Blade Storm, basically, or Ripjack Storm. And then the other one was Manual Override, giving somebody else reduced cooldowns on abilities, which, you know, is okay. I don't think it's that strong anymore. Like, the skirmisher themselves are the ones, you know, doing the strong actions, and using one of their actions to lower somebody else's cooldowns is basically only useful between encounters, right? Like, you're never going to do that while the fighting is going on. Fighting is going on, skirmisher takes two shots or 3, depending on situation. Anyway, So with that mission out of the way, we now have everybody back at home. Almost everybody. Well, in 7 hours, Christina is also no longer going to be wounded, and it's just Chris here being out for 8 more days. So, also, what bond is that? Heavy. Probably not. Probably not. So I'm gonna do a mid episode cut here, or rather, gonna be doing a full cut. I don't know how we're gonna handle this exactly. So as I said, I wanna set up squads. I wanna sort out all my equipment. I wanna set up a team for the HQ assault, and then take a long hard look at the map and see where we're going next. So I'll do that off camera and then probably bring you, yeah, I'll bring you back in this episode. But yeah, so I'll be back in a few. Alright, so we're back. We're just about to infiltrate the HQ with one of our new squads, the Rattler squad, or the Rattler snakes, you know, I'm trying to be funny here. Anyway, so you see a bunch of fancy new bought fresh off the press freshly built Gauss cannons, also a Russian nano Gauss cannon here on our protector mech. So we're gonna go in with a Dragoon heavy gunner, a mech protector, sharpshooter Naja, and then for scouting and additional sniping, our Reaper and Shinobi here. And so this squad is also built around, you know, being able to deal with HQs, supply rates, probably facilities, etc. So this is kind of the main focus here, with strong front line with the Gauss cannons, and then strong sniping options and some scouting, some protection. I did go ahead and spend some AP here on the guys. I did pick up Shadow Strike on Rattler, even though we were not quite there yet. So I spent, I think like 20 or 30 of the XCOM AP total. The other thing I bought is Unload here on Pensive, because we don't have Cyclic Fire yet, and I might need something to deal with big boy enemies. So we've got that, and I did purchase Stationary Threat on our Sharpshooter on Scratch here, which gives him +1 damage for each turn he does not move, which in HQ Assault should add up. Now it caps out at 3, but 3 more base damage with a Gauss long rifle seems like a really good choice. What else? I even bought the coil level rifle for the Naja, so that's gonna be nice. We have 1 stun lancer armor for reduced detection range, and yeah, that's it. I did buy Shadow Strike here to have the option to open up on a group with the Shadow Strike blinding fire. See how good or bad that's gonna be. I didn't check actually if there's any PCS I still want to install on anyone. Honestly, we don't really have that great of a selection here. I say that, and then I give you my last death perception. Right, and that's the squad, that's the mission, that's the infiltration. Now it says 37 to 39, this will go up. We know there's a supply rate coming into Australia.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Right, what else did I do? I sold a bunch of stuff, obviously, and I set up squads, as I just said. So we have 5 squads, 1 squad for each of our officers, Kind of try to do a little bit now when I'm building squads, right? There's a few things, advantage of being squad. Mostly for me, it's about being faster with actually building a party for a mission. The thing is, you have to kind of not be super committed to the squad, not be super married to the idea the whole time. Just feel free to mix and match when mix and matching makes more sense. But I kind of like to have squads. I did not. So sometimes when I start building squads in a mission, I actually then go in there, go to an officer, right? And you have here the leadership history, and then you see which other people they were in, and then try to get the people with the most common missions together. And I didn't look at that at all. So I just thought, okay, which kind of squads make sense here? So again, a lot of it is based around teamwork. Then also kind of looking at, so hey, this is a commando officer, so I need somebody who can hack, so let's get the roboticist in there for ranged hacking. We don't have anyone who can scout yet, so let's get the recon in there. Maybe get some of the lower ranks in there that they can get some sort of extra XP, and hey, I liked really how the Titan and the Templar work together, so let's get them together in a squad. So this kind of the thought process in that. Then I think, for example, yeah, for any squad, the night shift, I went with this is kind of guerrilla operations, right? The get in there, get something done kind of squad. Stormtrooper assaults, night, or very close-ish range, but also some range options with Sapper, with the Bounty Hunter, with Electrician, with Hunter. Obviously, all the squads have 8 people in them, and usually we bring 5 people on a mission, so it's not always going to work out exactly like that. What else? Yeah, that also means we have a bunch of people who are not in any squad. Actually, if we go here, click on any squad and go to assigned soldiers, these are currently the soldiers that are basically kind of free agents that are not in any of the existing squads, which made me realize I kind of need another officer, and I just don't know who would be the best candidate for that. I'm still kind of looking at the quartermaster, not sure what to do with them. But he doesn't really have supporty officer abilities. So I'm not sure who else would be a good officer candidate, honestly. Oh yeah, one squad, who is it? I think Rob's squad here. I thought, man, if we have the Watchdog, who has all the Overwatch perks and can give others Overwatch with threat assessment, let's put the Beleaguer and our Ranger in the same squad. So this is kind of very much Overwatch focused, and then of course with the, have someone with concealment for scouting, have remote hacking options, have ambush options, depending on the mission. It goes like this. Alright, those are the squads. Then, since we're looking at that, I was also just thinking, let me have another look at the squads. I wanted to, yeah, let's get these two here into bond training. If they, no, they can't actually. Okay, I guess these two go into bond training, and these two can go into a covert action. This way, the whole squad is basically out of training. Hold on a second. Why can I? Did I just look at injured people and wanted to send them on bond training? Oh, no, you're not at level 2 yet for the next bond level. Okay. I see how it is. So maybe this squad is then. Yeah, okay, let's send you on bot training. You can go on officer training, and then those two can go on a covert action. So this way, you know, I have basically a whole squad doing something different. As I also like to say, they are on rotation. So before I can set up the covert action, I actually need to wait for Christina to be ready again.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
Oh, hang on. One other thing I wanted to check quickly. Okay, she's back. In the Proving Grounds, can we get tactical vests? We can. Let's get those next.
We'll get started right away, Commander. I'll send word when the project is complete.
And let's actually also queue up Blue Stream Protocol. Wonderful. Let's get a covert action going. Right, I wanted to counter chosen activity here. Could also give you the upgrade, the level up to Master Sergeant. Let's have a quick look if there's anyone else who might be close-ish to promotion. So yeah. So Annie is gonna go on officer training, right? Which means then we could see if we can just take William. So I did press the big buttons of unequip everything, make everything available. Which makes equipping now a little bit easier, but I also see that we have no weapon attachments. Unfortunately, covert actions do not allow you to edit weapon attachments, which is kind of super annoying. Probably not the first time I complained about this. I also sold all weapons that were like laser tier and below. You know what, for covert action, let's actually just have you protected. I hope that we're not, the lack of weapon attachments is not gonna come to bite me here. I think for covert action ambush, we should be fine without them. If it comes that far. Well, 26%. It might. Right.
We will begin the
Covert action setup.
Commander.
Officer training. So Annie can then train fire discipline. And I think I will also train, since we're not running any missions at the moment, continue training up Chris here. There's no point going for lead by example. So let's just get Collector. There's a chance that I cancel that training if missions pop up. But for now, we don't really have anything on the map. Oh, hang on. there's still one more thing I want to do. We need a Haven Advisor here, and I really want high-ranking Haven Advisor. Because we did have unknown courses last time, so want to make sure we're really weeding out the last phase list we might have here. Okay, this is 10 days for this scanning site. We might as well grab some more Haven Advisors in other regions. Well, we know that there's no faceless here, that's why I have actually people on supply and not recruiting. So let's also add somebody in here. Good enough. Give you a scope. Expanded mag if we have one. Okay. Alright, I'm ready for more missions. That being said, this is our only region where we run missions in currently, so maybe let's find 1 or 2 missions here. Although Vigilance 15, we're not gonna find that many. That's for sure. And we need to make some contact with new regions.
This outcome, though it is intriguing.
Okay, we could get into plasma tech. I think we're late August now. Probably once September hits, after the September supply drop, we need to start researching this at the latest. But let's catch up on that battle armor. Ooh, let's actually squeeze in the Sorcerer Autopsy. Because that's kind of one of the reasons why I did psionics. To get that in between. Our situation, 24 out of 25. So I think we should upgrade this.
Power relay upgraded.
Get that staffed. Defense metrics yet. Just fine. Scilab. It's 150 supplies. So that means no more coil weapons until I get new supplies. What's the timer on the supply drop? Yeah, that's a little bit far off. Because I have nothing else that I can sell right now. I sold literally everything that I can reasonably sell. I have a bunch of stuff that I could unreasonably sell. But that would be unreasonable. I think I'll hold off on that for now. Okay, so with high vigilance, we can still have incoming supply rates. We could have a dark event counter here. We could also have a smash and grab, I think, can still spawn. I don't think there's a vigilance limit for that. And of course, liberation mission.
Our research was a success, Commander.
But we haven't found anything in 3 days here. That's concerning.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Alright, so I kind of think we need to unlock another region, probably now rather than later. Question is which one? Anything next to or near a liberated region will also have increased vigilance, right? Same thing here. All the missions we did in Western US certainly increased this region. So whatever we unlock now might not have the perfect value. Did we have any region with reduced contact costs? Yes. In that case, since that also gives us the continent bonus, even though it's not a great one, let's make contact here.
Setting course for the Indonesian zone. Attempting to establish local regional contact.
Okay, there's lip 3. No, it's a bad timer. We're not like, taking that. Also, it's not the one that gives us an additional contact.
That's all right. I've got other plans for you anyway.
Alright. It's fantastic. Let me just carry on. Get that promotion in here. So, Master Sergeant for our Stormtrooper. It's gotta be rapid fire, since we like to fire a lot. Alternative Packmaster, additional grenades, or kill them all. Take a shot at every enemy in a cone area. That sounds like a fancy saturation fire. But with bullpup range tables, I'm not convinced that that's super great, so let's just take rapid fire. There's 5 extra AP at the end of the day to play with, which is probably just gonna be a free battle scanner here. Yeah. Cool. And yeah, let's set up a new covert action. We can't stop whatever she's doing. Maybe it's just gonna be gather supplies. Yeah, let's gather supplies. I will send you on probably 2 more covert actions here.
My kind will do whatever is needed.
Alright, there's a counter dark event mission with 6-day timer. Fantastic.
Setting course for Mexico.
So let's bring the night shift. No, night shift is on rotation. Oh, you're not paying attention. The TT party. Seems good. I just have to, you know, probably remove some people here. Because we can probably only go on with 6. If even, not even that. Alright, I'll do equipment and I'll be back in a second. Right, here's the squad, fully kitted out. I didn't buy any new stuff, so we're still running the default rocket launcher here. So we're not gonna have a phosphorus rocket on Boomer. But I think with all the throwable grenades, we should be fine. We still have a shredder rocket that we're bringing. What else? Yeah, no other big surprises. So, let's just send them on their way.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
And there's a supply raid, unfortunately at 3 days. That's not something we can do. But I do want to see 19 to 21. What does that tell me about New Brazil? That New Brazil does have, what, strength 4-ish, around that. But that also means as soon as the supply rate hits, well, it's going to make the sabotage transmitter a little bit harder. But at that point we can also find troop columns here. So I hope that that's going to be somewhat manageable. Oh, do we actually not have anyone else who can go into bond training? Can't believe it. With so many level 1 bonds. Okay, you guys are on covert action. You are on officer training. And I know that you guys are not ready yet to bond. Just sent you off on a mission. Okay. Well. I was hoping for some more bondage here, bonding even. I'm kind of wondering if I want to infiltrate that fully naturally, or if I'm gonna spend another chunk of intel here on a boost on a HQ. And I'm kind of leaning, very much leaning towards a boost. 23 more hours to get that infiltrated. Get a second liberated region, get more income, get all the corpses. What's the current force level? 12. That is 12 already mutant elites? I don't know.
Commander, the aliens are still moving forward
East
on the
Africa.
Avatar project. Taking out that
how
facility would
convenient.
deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Would you not?
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
So yeah, smash and grabs can still spawn, even with that high vigilance, but unfortunately that's a really crummy bad timer. So we're not doing that either. You're not running that many missions. Also strength went up to 7 in Australia. Is 10 in Western US? What's the global strength? 61? And 20 of that 61 is in the 3 regions that I've contacted. Just gonna finish blue screen protocol. Alright, we are 100% on the HQ assault. 45 enemies. Let's hope I'm not screwed up building that squad, and that we can take out that HQ. Hopefully that extra strength just casually walks into Western US and nowhere else, and doesn't screw me over in Indonesia. I don't expect Indonesia to actually be workable, but it's a stepping stone, probably to get to India, which means I might have to do some data pads, which we should get from this mission. Alright, for now, putting a cut in here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.